Long ago, in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests, legends told of an omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden golden land, but no one ever returned. One day, evil power began to flow from the Golden Land. So the king commanded 7 wise men to seal the gates to the land of the Golden Power. That seal should have remained for all time. But when these events were obscured by the mists of time and became legend. A mysterious wizard known as Aghanim came to Hyrule to release the seal. He eliminated the good king of Hyrule. Through evil magic, he began to make the descendants of the 7 wise men vanish, one after another. The time of destiny for Princess Zelda is drawing near. What's up, everybody? Polius here. Welcome to episode 1 of Let's Play Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I'm excited to do this. It's November. It's Zelda Month, according to the YouTube community. So you can bet that I'm going to play. Nope. How do I back? It's been a long time since I've done this. All right. Nope. Please erase that. Erase my shame! You can bet that I'm going to play what is probably my favorite game of all times. Yes. Everyone says it. I grew up on this game. I remember playing this all the time. Before Taekwondo, before Boy Scouts. Waiting for Taekwondo, waiting for Boy Scouts when I had it on the Game Boy. I remember how many times it took me to die before I beat the game for the first time. 256. Help me. Please, help me. I am a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard, Aghanim, has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Aghanim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I am in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me. Link, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. And instantly we hop out of bed and start vandalizing our home, stealing our properties. You got the lamp! Now you can light torches and see your way in darkness. Huzzah! You can lift bushes, you cannot yet lift the rocks. I always used to think he looked like he was crying when I did that. So when things got really bad, it's just like, oh god! Oh man, I have so much fun with this. So, is this going to be a complete playthrough? Probably not. There's little hearts on the road there. Hey, you're not allowed in the castle, son. Go home and get some sleep. I was going to go this way. Alright. I'll even turn and watch you do it. Probably not going to be a complete playthrough. This is just going to be me having fun. I say that, I'll probably end up completing it. As in getting all the heart containers. Who knows? Oh no, blue-haired uncle! Or purplish-haired. Ugh, Link, I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield, and listen. You can focus power in the blade. Hold the B button. Then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. Link, you can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is your... Everyone always jokes about what is Zelda supposed to be. I always assumed it was, you know, she's your best hope or something like that. Because the story is that Link isn't part of the bloodline of the knights, and Zelda, you know, is a princess. Anyway, so we swing, fight the evil guards. You can tell they're evil because they're trying to kill us. And oh, goody, magic. So now I can use the. I always actually felt like it's not harder to see when you light it up like that, but everything feels washed out. Ha! Pop, pop. Shrubbery has nothing against me. And this was scary the first time I came across it. I was like, I can't hit him! What do I do? Oh, there we go. We're good. Oh man, this brings back so many memories. Unfortunately, because this is mostly a single-player game, I don't have a whole lot of memories of, I don't have a whole lot of stories attached to this game. I've got a few. I used to, and I think, you know, especially, blue guys are much harder to fight. They have a lot more hit points. So I used to stay at my cousin's a lot. It was back when my, back when I was homeschooled. It was like first, second grade. And, you know, my mom would have, no, wait. No, this was... Shoot, I don't even remember now. I don't remember my own life story. There was a time when I had to stay at my cousin's a whole lot. And, I would play this game in Super Metroid. Ah, I'm bad. A lot. I remember actually getting a guidebook for the game. Though I found most of the secrets on my own. I just got the guidebook because it was a Zelda book. And I wanted it. Aha! Face your forever doom. Can also do that. I believe I'm bad. I believe the pots will kill him, straight up. But anyway, so yeah, I remember having a guidebook to the game and, you know, always reading the Game Boy, what is the Legend of Zelda one for the Game Boy, the contemporary one. Are you just gonna stay down there? Oh shoot, now I can't remember. It's gonna drive me nuts. Link's Awakening, there we go. I remember reading about a Link's Awakening a lot, and that was a fun game. There! Ha! All the way in, please. Thank you. But yeah, no, it was fun reading about a lot of the secrets. The boomerang! You got the boomerang, give it a try! Select an item, press the start button. More. Alright, so yeah, you just move the cursor over and then press start. Oh, there's the map. Aha! Back when the boomerang remained useful for most of the game. In Ocarina of Time, you know, you get the boomerang and then you immediately get the hook shot like a dungeon and a half later. Not even! You get the boomerang in Jabu Jabu, and then you get the hook shot as soon as you become an adult. And unless you're like me and wanted to, you know, prolong being a kid as long as possible because being an adult was scurry. Oh no, you're scary too. Don't worry, I have ammunition. Aha! Ooh. Boss key. You got the big key. This is the master key of the dungeon. It can open many locks that small keys cannot. It also does not break. Link knows how to use this without breaking it. Thank you, Link. I had a feeling you were getting close. Link, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand? If you say not at all, like in all Zelda games, she'll just repeat it, so yes. Alright, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to go to the first floor. Let's go! And now you have a follower. How cool is that? She can't do anything. Yet. But she actually is important. She's required to get out of the castle. So I always thought that this had to be a stealth section. I was like, I can't let anyone see me. And I just realized it doesn't even matter if you leave survivors. But because you see this, it's like, oh, cool. So blocking line of sight and all that stuff. Because this isn't actually my first Zelda game. My first Zelda game is Ocarina of Time. I played mostly my original experience with Nintendo games was the Donkey Kong games and Super Mario World. Then my friends got a Nintendo 64, and you know Ocarina of Time came out. And we played the crap out of that. And it was so cool, all of the stuff that you could see, you know, 3D stuff. And then I found out there was a Zelda game for the Super Nintendo. I had to get it. Well, you know, it's the whole do good grades and, you know, we'll get it for you. This is before the whole allowance thing happened. It was mostly kind of a quid pro quo of, my dad would always say, school is your job. And so he treated it as such. And if I got good grades, you know, he would deign to give me a video game. Which, I mean, it worked out pretty well. I got good grades until I started making my own money. Then I stopped caring about school as much. And then I got there's a secret passage in the throne room that leads to a sanctuary. I'm sure the old man there will help us. Now I have a job where, you know, I get to do what Link's doing, swing swords and be cool. Oh, it's too slow. Oh no, the infernal beep. Anyway, so you can cut these. There's nothing there. Beep, beep, beep. The ornamental shelf is open. Do you have a light? It's pitch dark inside. You can't see without one. If you're ready, let's go. Help me push from the left. And if she's not there, you can't push this. Just straight up. It's too heavy. Link's a weakling. Oh no, it's dark. Back when exploration went hand in hand with, oh, I'm still getting used to buttons. Anyway. Come here, you. Come here! I'll kill you! Oh, that's gonna... So I saw the Y thing, and I've configured this. Seriously, please give me a heart. I've configured my controller to be like, to mechanically reflect an SNES. But what that means is my A button is a B button, my B button is an A button. Ropes. I just called them snacks. That's better. Nope, that's much worse. I'm very bad. But anyway, so it's just, I don't know if I made the right choice here. Because I keep seeing, I figured I'd see the Y button, I'd be like, I just don't know. I wasn't quite sure how to do this. I would much prefer having my own SNES controller that I could use. You know, I'll probably switch them. Ha! Yeah, I'll probably just end up switching them. Alright, so got the key. Head on in. After passing through these sewers, we'll be very close to the sanctuary. Let's be careful. You know, I mean, this was always so cool. It's like, wow, there's just this whole super dungeon. Oh, good lord. Since when were this many rats here? Oh man, I love the sound effects are so simple, but they're so evocative. Just picturing this guy with this lantern in this dank sewer. Oh man, this game is just... This is why I actually really don't care 100% about graphics. I prefer... For me, it's not about the graphical quality, it's about the feeling of scale and the evocative imagery. There's just something powerful about, you know, fleeing for your life from this dungeon for the first time, and it's just... Oh, there it is. There's the key. It's everything I want in an adventure. It's kind of the same thing, like... You see him sneak around there? He deked me. I don't know, I just... Maybe it's because I grew up on these simpler games, but... You know, people are always like, oh, if it doesn't have good graphics, I'm not going to play it. And I'm not strawmanning here. I hear people say this. And it's baffling. It's like, do you really need that much help with your imagination? I mean, especially with the more fantastical appearance of some of these creatures. Like, those bats are creepy looking. Imagine if you saw a human-sized bat like that. Going, oh god! And yes, I have a problem. I have to kill everything. I don't speed through. I have an issue. I see a thing to murder, and I must murder it. The sanctuary is just beyond that. Pull that switch over there. Over where? Which one did she talk about? I think it's this one, but yeah. She'll give an explanation of what to do for the right one. If you come over here and pull this one, snakes. Snakes. Just snakes. Oh no, we're trapped. Never mind. Princess Zelda, you are safe. Is this your doing, Link? Yes, it was Link who helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was captive, the wizard said, once I have finished with you, the final one of the seal of the wise men will open. Link, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he releases the seal of the 7 wise men, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can do it. You can. Who's this? This is a sealed man. I sense that a mighty evil force guides the wizard's actions and augments his magical power. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is the legendary Master Sword. It is said that the village elder is a descendant of one of the 7 wise men. Maybe he can tell you more. I will mark his house on your map, but watch your every move. I'm certain the castle soldiers will be looking for you now. I will hide Princess Zelda here. Do not worry. Seek the elder. Do you understand? Absolutely. And we get our first heart container. Out of my way! All of you, move! I want my treasure. Found a heart container. Your heart level increased. Ba-da-da-da! I always love this church. It's nice. It's just peaceful. Boom! Enter the world. Listen to that music. Come get me. You must not know that I came from the church. Of course, then, you know, you've got the... Boss, why do we keep losing all of our soldiers right in front of the church? I don't know. Maybe it's because we're working for an evil bad guy who, is forsaken by God. Who knows? This is back before the whole 3-godness Din, Feor, Nehru stuff. We just had generic church. So if we look at our map... There's the mark. There's the map. Just wonderful. This way, Kakariko Village. Splendid. Ah, that music. See, this is not the first time I'd heard it before. But, before we go, we're of course going to do what every Zelda Let's Player does. Hop in here. Bombs! You picked up some BAMs. You can pick up and throw a BAM you placed. Press the A button. Oh, continue game. I don't remember what I was saying. Help me. My brain has failed. And I could have picked up those chests while the bomb was going off. Get the money. There's a heart piece. You found your first piece of heart. But, oh yeah, no, I just... Kakariko Village was already a fixture in my mind. But... And it was cool hearing this older style of the music. I imagine it would have been way cooler playing Ocarina of Time after I had played this game. But, you know, didn't have the choice for that. Actually, before we go to Kakariko... Pah! Shrub... Oh. Ugh. He was not one of the knights who say me. He did not want a shrubbery. Let's go to... the Lost Woods. Oh, I love the look of this place. I love the fog over the screen. I love the music. I love these. I hate these germs. Oh no, all my stuffs! Go away! A sword! Gotta get the sword. And I'll stab him. This is it! The Master Sword! No, wait. It can't be. Too bad. Just throw it away. Bah! Oh no. Oh no. Jerk. Money's easy to come by. Anyway. So we actually are looking for something specific in here. Watch out for that bird coming around. Yep. You actually gotta walk over stuff. Okay, 2 things specific. I forgot about this. This mushroom smells like sweet, rotten fruit. You can give it to anyone who wants it. Alright. We travel... Oh, here it is. So, we cut our way in here. And this was mind-blowing when I first saw them. Like, there are holes in spots of 3. Found another piece of heart. And... yeah, I always forget I gotta keep going. Hey kid, this is a secret hideout for a gang of thieves. Don't enter without permission. By the way, I heard one of our ex-members is staying at the entrance of the desert. Here's a secret dirty laundry I'm gonna air. Thanks, buddy. Right, these guys steal stuff too if they hit you, so watch out for that. Oh no! Now I have very little health. But it's okay. Because I will kill these guards without ever getting hit ever again. Oh, jeez. Oh yeah, sometimes there are landmines in the ground. So, you can't do anything about that yet. Also, I lost a lot of bombs. Or I lost 1 bomb, I guess. Anyway. First thing that I always do when I got to Kakariko is I come over here to the Bottle Man. You, sir! Have you been going through life without one of my hold-anything bottles? Well, step right up and make your life complete. I've got one on sale now for the low, low price of 100 rupees. What do you say? Interested? Oh man, bottles were, like, these... Forget the Master Sword. Like, these were the most coveted items in the game. Right here. Bottles. This is a magic bottle. You can store an item inside. It's like, oh my goodness, what can I store? Hey! Here's Link, the wanted man. Soldiers, anyone, come quickly! Jerk. Look at this guy. He's even got a spear. It's like, how do I fight him? But, if anyone has played Fire Emblem, they know. Sword beats spear. Oh no, bee! Bees! And that was the scary thing, is like, you know, the mines and the dropped bombs. You know, anything could hurt you here. Like, you really felt like you were alone against the world. Just find this little secret place. It's like, oh god, even my secret hideout here. If you need stuff, you know, you can... arrows, bombs, rupees. You could always come in here. Come on, give me some help. Nope. Alright. Hi, Link! Elder? Oh, you're talking about the grandpa. Okay, but don't tell any of the bad people about this. He's hiding at the palace past the castle. I'll mark the spot on your map. Oops, sequence broke. Alright, I don't need any of that. And what you're supposed to do is... oh, look at him run. I wasted so much time trying to catch him and sneak around him. What you're supposed to do, we'll go ahead and do it real quick. Like I said, this is not meant to be super serious or... Yo, Link! Was this game made in the 90s? This house used to be a hideout for a gang of thieves. What was their leader's name? Oh yeah, his name was Blind, and he hated the bright light a lot. So, you know, I joke about, you know, having story, having things that are fantasy based be. I can never get this puzzle. Could never do this. Push these. Push here. I missed one. Wait, no I didn't. Yes I did. Anyway, so, linguistically people, like you hear... Oh, I need bumps. It's like, oh, you don't want to have characters say yo or hey or what's up. Latin. The language people use as a symbol of learning. You have salve for the more formal greeting, and then awe, which is basically a much cut off version. I mean, like, they had different forms of greeting. What did I get? A piece of heart? Yeah. So, I mean, it's... people talk differently based off of whether or not you had a formal hello or an informal hello. I gotta leave the whole place? That's rude. Wait, no I didn't. What am I talking about? I can't see. I'm terrible. Anyway, this probably isn't gonna be worth it. Good lord, I'm bad at this. I go up the stairs. Back down. Push through here. There we go. This is what I was looking for. Typical simple. 20 rupees. Still low on health. Far lower than I should be, given how much I've played this game. Time-wise, that I could beat this in a couple hours, 100%, depending on some of the quests, without losing any health. Or not without losing any health. I lost health, but without dying. So you're supposed to talk to this lady.
Oh, it's you, Link. What can I do for you, young man? Elder? Oh, no one has seen him since the wizard began collecting victims. What? Master Sword? Well, I don't remember the details exactly, but long ago, a prosperous people known as the Hylia inhabited this land. Legends tell of many treasures that the Hylia hid throughout the land. The Master Sword, a mighty blade forged against those with evil hearts, is one of them. People say that it's now sleeping deep in the forest. Do you understand the legend? Anyway, look for the Elder. There must be someone here in the village who knows where he is. Take care now, Link.
It's a common thing I've noticed in these kinds of stories. It's always the most humble characters who know where you're supposed to go. The old man of the village. The young boy in the street. It's just... These games are about humble people doing great things. Sometimes.
I can't go out because I'm sick. People say I caught this cold from the evil air that is coming down off the mountain. This is my bug catching net. I'll use it when I'm better, but for now I'll lend it to you.
I don't want your sick person net. Gross. You borrow the bug catching net. There may be something, other things you can catch with it too. Hey, it's Mario. Your dad is Mario? Oh my goodness. Alright. And then secret entrance. What do we get in here? Another bottle! So, if I were playing Link to the Past first, I imagine I would not have thought the bottles were as impressive because, oh, I got 2 bottles really quickly. But in Ocarina of Time, again, oh my goodness, you get the bottle and it's like, never get another one until much later in the game. Hey Link, sorry about my yard, it's a little overgrown. Thanks for visiting. Glad to have company to talk to. I'll tell you an interesting story. There's a lake swimming with Sora at the source of the river, but it's hard to find. The treasure of the Sora can turn people into fish. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see someone horribly mutated into the shape of creatures that constantly attack wary travelers. Alright, anything else in Kakariko? I don't think so. Wanted! This is the criminal who kidnapped Zelda. Call a soldier if you see him. Not even a reward? Bugger. So she'll call a soldier too. So I feel totally justified sneaking into her house and breaking that pot. Ha ha ha! Taking her heart. Oh, we probably should. So, oh man, just Kakariko is always a little silly. Does this guy have anything else? I'm all sold out of bottles. Alright, stealth mission. I know there's some other stuff I can get. Nope, I guess not. Alright. Well, I think this is actually going to be a good spot to call it for now. When we get back, we'll start heading towards... I think when we get back, we're gonna look around a bit. There's some stuff we can do. And, is there really? Not particularly. We'll be back at the Sanctuary, and we're gonna go towards the hideout over here. Alright, I'll see you all... Oh, actually... See you all then.